Now to France, where a court is set to deliver its verdict in a case that could determine the political future of Marine Le Pen, who stands accused of embezzling EU funds. The far-right presidential candidate is one of 25 defendants, including several high-ranking members of her National Rally party. The group stands accused of using European Parliament funds to pay party staff. If found guilty, Le Pen could be barred from holding office for 5 years, which could torpedo her 2027 presidential ambitions. DW correspondent Lisa Lewis is inside the courthouse following that trial for us. Lisa, we're just hours away from a potentially career-ending verdict for Marine Le Pen. What's the atmosphere like in the court?
Well, you know, there are lots of journalists who've come here today to listen to the reading of the verdict, but also a lot of members of the public. I think this is the #1 story today here in France. Everybody's watching what will be said behind those doors just behind me. It is really very important, given that, according to current polls, Marine Le Pen is the front runner for the upcoming presidential elections in 2027. Mind you, there are still, 2 years until then, so a lot can happen, but a lot of people will be watching what will be happening here today, indeed.
Now, if judges do follow the prosecutor's recommendation, Lisa, Le Pen could be banned from running for office immediately. Has there been any sign that her National Rally party is preparing for that possibility?
Well, not really. All that Marine Le Pen has been saying is that she's very calm. She's not nervous at all. None of the other members have really come out to talk about this. And so it seems like everybody's very calm, but obviously you can only guess that there is a lot of nervousness behind the scenes. She has been preparing for decades for 2027. And if now a judge decides that she can't run for office, that will obviously a lot of, disappointment on her side. How the party is preparing, one can only guess. There is speculation that the president of the party, Jordan Bardella, might take over. Some people say he's not experienced enough, but for now we haven't really heard from any members of the party what will happen afterwards. They want to give that image that they don't believe she could be banned from running for office again with immediate effect.
Some of Le Pen's supporters are calling this a political trial. Do you get a sense, Lisa, that this notion is resonating with the public?
Well, obviously that is her defense. She's saying this would be a very political decision. The prosecutor is asking for my political death, she says. However, the judges have underlined over and over again that no, they're not deciding based on political considerations, that she's just a citizen as everybody else, and she stands accused of being the head of a system of embezzlement of funds. And based on that, the prosecutors have been asking for such a harsh sentence. When you look at the public, there has been one poll that just came out asking that very question. Do you think that she's being judged based on political consideration? And the majority of the French, it seems, according at least to that poll, don't believe that. They say, no, she's being judged based on, what the judges on, judicial considerations, really.
Right. As you mentioned, Marine Le Pen and her party have been topping opinion polls in France recently. How are her supporters likely to react, Lisa, if she gets banned from running for office?
Well, it's almost certain that she will play the political victim. She will say, judges are targeting me because I am the main candidate of the National Rally. However, that is also quite a difficult position for her because in the past, she's been asking for harsher sentences. She's been complaining about politicians who stand accused of embezzlement, of corruption. And she said on TV, in TV shows that the French are sick of that they are tired of having such politicians here, governing their country. So we will see how their supporters react. They will certainly feel that they're being targeted. But for now, everybody is certainly watching what will happen here behind me in these doors in the coming hours.
Lisa, thank you very much for that update. Our correspondent Lisa Lewis in Paris.